Hello and happy Halloween! Welcome back to RatedCrazy.com. I am Sarah Orr, and I am here sporting a pink wig to read you a Halloween-themed blog. It's chilling, it's scary, it's got a lot of suspense, it has anal, pretty much, all the things you expect from Halloween. So let's get right into it. This blog is called Ghost Hunting. I have a strong belief in two things, mole people and ghosts. Since there is no way in hell I'll be venturing deep below New York City into the maze of no longer functioning subway tunnels, I choose to explore and investigate the latter. I've never actually seen a ghost, but sometimes I just get a sense that there's someone there. A couple times it was because I left my window open and my apartment was a bit drafty. But nonetheless, I know they exist. When George and I were together, we used to take a trip to St. Augustine, Florida, solely for their fabulous ghost hunting tours. Now that I was living in the city, I was missing the excitement and thrill of the hunt. I was damn determined to find a freaking ghost and make it my very best friend. The problem was, I needed a ghost hunting partner. I couldn't be roaming around the city late at night by myself. I'm far too attractive for that. Evan wasn't thrilled about the idea, but after bribing him with some anal, he was on board. Unfortunately, after that one experience, there wasn't enough anal in the world to get him to do it again, no matter how much I begged. Evan, please, can we go ghost hunting tonight? Please? Babe, we've been ghost hunting. All we do is wander around aimlessly while you say, "Did you feel that?" It doesn't make any sense, Evan responded, intently playing a game of Halo. Don't question my methods. I've watched hours of Paranormal State. I will question your methods when they almost get me shot. Oh my God, Evan, are you still on that? It was one time. Okay, so maybe the first time we went ghost hunting, it didn't go entirely as planned. After some research, I felt it would be best to concentrate our search on areas of the city closest to the river. With ships and trade and all that mumbo-jumbo, I felt the oldest parts of the city would be found there. The East River was closest, so I felt it was best that we head east. I'd never been past Avenue B, and neither had Evan. That part of the city was completely foreign to us, and it was not a part of the city you necessarily wanted to find yourself in during the wee hours of the morning. Since most supernatural activity happens between 2:30 a.m. and 3 a.m., we headed out just after 2 a.m. The city seemed unusually quiet that night. As we approached Avenue C, heading east on 10th Street, I got a very eerie feeling. I, of course, attributed this to a spike in supernatural activity. Oh my God, babe, do you feel that? I whispered, feeling the air around me. Feel what? What the hell are you doing? Evan said, sipping from a blue plastic cup of beer. Evan had made it clear earlier in the night there was no way in hell he could possibly partake in this sober. I'm feeling the air for cold spots. Oh my God, do you feel cold? I just got really cold. You're probably cold because it's 20 fucking degrees outside. Stop moving your arms around like that. This isn't the best neighborhood and you're drawing attention to yourself. Evan and I walked on while I continued to feel the air for cold spots, and Evan proceeded to chug his beer. I abruptly stopped when we approached Avenue D. I'm not 100% certain I have medium or psychic abilities, but none of my pregnancy tests were 100% certain, and they were always right. As a child, my teachers would always tell my mother I was special. I think they may have been talking about my sixth sense. And when we approached Avenue D, that sixth sense was telling me we needed to head south. We need to turn here. I'm getting a sense there's a lot of energy in that direction. Do you feel that? I asked, pressing my palms out in front of me as I closed my eyes and tried to open a channel for the spirit world to communicate with me. I had seen a number of psychics do this on TV, and it always worked for them. Are you serious? What the hell are you doing? I'm trying to communicate with the spirit world. I highly doubt they want to communicate with you. I'm out of beer. Can we go home already? I'm freezing my balls off. If your Jewcock wants to see any part of the inside of my asshole, you're going to have to stick it out. And I think you're wrong. I'm a very witty, intelligent individual, and I think a lot of ghosts will really enjoy speaking with me. Evan rolled his eyes, most likely contemplated leaving me in Alphabet City, and reluctantly followed. When we approached the corner of Avenue D and St. Mark's, we came across a playground with a swing set. Never in my life have I been able to pass up the allure of a playground. I sprinted across 8th Street and jumped onto the swings lying eerily motionless in the silence of the night. I yelled back to Evan, motioning to the empty swing beside me. Come on, jump on this one. If we swing at the same time, it means we're married. Evan suddenly had an extremely disturbed and fearful look in his eyes. At first I thought it was because I had referenced marriage. But this look was different. It was a look I had never seen before. He looked as if he had just seen a ghost. So, of course, I assumed he had just seen a ghost. It was the only logical explanation. I couldn't believe that douche got to see a ghost before me. It was just my luck. Evan calmly walked over to me, grabbed my arm firmly, and whispered, "Get off the swing. Don't look around. I just want you to get off the swing and walk away." I couldn't believe this guy. The first rule of being a ghost hunting partner is to tell your partner everything. I had explained the 15 rules of ghost hunting I had constructed earlier in the week to Evan numerous times. And here he was, trying to withhold evidence. He was turning out to be a real crapshoot of a partner. But I wasn't letting him off the hook that easy. I know you saw a ghost. Was it scary? Do you think it might want to be my best friend and follow me around? Where is it? Show me. Evan, show me. I adamantly demanded. I knew if Evan could see it, surely I would be able to. No one as spiritually dense as him could possibly have more psychic ability than me. Sarah, lower your voice. I didn't see a fucking ghost. Just get off the goddamn swing before you get us both killed. Evan looked pretty serious, and it was really rare for him to be so dramatic. That was normally my job. Suddenly, something caught the corner of my eye. There was a tall man standing on the corner, eerily lit by the orange tint of the flickering streetlight above him. In the commotion of the playground, I must have overlooked him. I looked at the man, and our eyes met. He had a sinister look on his face, and if eyes could kill, I would be dead. I watched the man almost frozen in fear, as he slowly pulled back his coat and revealed a gun protruding from his pants. This guy did not look like somebody we wanted to mess with. I'm surprised I didn't crap myself right there. I looked back at Evan and fearfully whispered, "Do you see that guy over there? He has a gun. I think we need to get out of here." If the look that guy gave me didn't kill me, it's a miracle the look Evan gave me didn't finish off the job. I quickly got off the swing and we headed back west on 8th Street. Evan walked behind me, making sure he kept his body between me and the man on the corner. I couldn't help but feel turned on by Evan's heroics. I felt he earned his anal reward and a permanent spot as my ghost hunting partner. The walk home was a quiet one. I knew Evan was pissed, which in turn meant my asshole would probably be throbbing for the next week. But I couldn't focus on that right now. The whole way, I just kept thinking one thing. I couldn't hold it in any longer. I just had to ask. Evan, do you think that guy might have been a ghost? Evan paused for a moment, staring at me with a look of sheer loathing, and spitefully said, "I think if I wasn't getting anal when we get home, you would be a ghost."